All right, here we are for our final round, and this is just a 2-player queue since I got knocked out of my 8-player event. We've lost the die roll. We're gonna go ahead and keep this hand. Double Fleeceman line. You know, we don't have much else, but we do get draw steps because we are on the draw, and it's hard to beat Fleeceman lines for some decks. So I don't understand why. I really don't understand why it's like grayed out here when you're trying to. Mulligan. It's like, yeah, you don't really need to see your cards at the most important time you see your cards. Mountain. All right. I do think this deck likely has a pretty strong matchup against aggressive decks. Fleeceman Line is a very good card against them. Lightning Berserker. All right. We will start with just basic planes. Say go. Actually, you know, having a bunch of fetches and confluence is a little rough for this matchup, but I actually am playing the plains rather than playing a flooded strand on the first turn, in part because I want to impact what? All right, that could be actually pretty good if he does have a bunch of token creators. I don't know if this is really the necessarily the highest level of competition when it comes to opponents' decks. It's one of the unfortunate things about the 2-player queue. But Fleeceman Lion, Impact Tremors. I'm guessing, I mean, this will likely indicate that my opponent is playing like a token generator heavy version of mono red. I will be, or maybe even dash creatures too. Most of those work very well with Impact Tremors. I'm like yawning here. I'm actually just going to block here. If he does spend his turn pumping and trading here, rather than hitting me for damage in the face, I'm kind of happy with that. I have a hand that can develop very well despite this dying, so it's not reliant on that. And I think that eating up my opponent's third turn and allowing me a little bit more time to develop in this matchup is very much worthwhile. Plus, like, that could just be hitting me in the face for 4, so... so yeah, I'm just going to play a Confluence and play a Raptor here. Next turn I can play both of these. I've drawn basically every card in our deck that damages ourselves. Alright, we will be Impact Tremored. Oh god, Dragon Fodder. This Impact Tremors has already done 3 to me. It's gonna grind me out with it. Maybe I wanna make him sack it. No, I'm just gonna play Fleeceman Lion and Seeker, I think. I could just play one of them. And then potentially use Dromoka's Command to counter a burn spell. I think that's actually kind of appealing. Playing Seeker, just saying go. Having Dromoka's Command. I could also just Dromoka's Command, make him sack this, and fight with this, which would let me gain 3 life and kill this. I think I just want to say go, though, and potentially use this to counter a burn spell. Heel Cutter. So I can actually +1/+1 my Seeker and fight it. Or +1/+1 my Raptor and fight it and have Seeker fight something else. Or, no, yeah, I have to do +1/+1 or whatever it is. So... yeah, so we want to gain the 4 life by having this fight here. Oh, actually, is that what we want to do? Hold on. Because he just attacks 2 and makes this unable to block. I think we may want to let him attack because we want to be able to eat stuff. I guess we can let him attack. There's very little reason not to. If he like makes Seeker unable to block, then I can pump and fight and block here. If he makes this unable to block, I can pump this, fight this, and potentially just trade this and gain 8 life. And let's try this. All right, attack with everything. Okay, so I can also just put a +1/+1 counter on this now, block this, and make him sack this if I wanted to. Because I can't make this fight. I can make this +1/+1 counter on this, block, make this fight this. That will kill both of these. I think that's probably my best option. Make this guy a 4/4 by putting a +1/+1 counter on it and prowessing it. Having it block Heel Cutter to gain me 4 life, then have Raptor fight this. So I take 2 damage. Like both these are dead. He just has these left. Yeah, I think that's what's best. So +1/+1 on this. This fights this. Because if I made Seeker fight, then I lose Seeker too. If I made it fight and block with it. And it blocks there. Oh dear. So yeah, I think I was just Mocha's Command, fight one of these, and then attack. That gains me 10 life. Yeah. Seeker is really powerful with Jamocha's Command. And then yeah, I'm gonna gain life from my attack too, and he takes 8. I gain another 5. I'm at 24. He's at 12. I initially was not like super impressed by the idea of Seeker when I first saw it in in some of these decks, but Seeker is just so strong with Jamocha's Command that I've definitely come around to it. That's for sure. Like I'm at 23 and my opponent is at 12. And that's after I took a ton of damage from my own land. So sideboard wise, they're going to bring in the Arashing Clerics. I believe we want to take out Valor Stance for sure. It's one of our worst cards. I think Boon Satyr is probably our next worst card. The Boon Satyr Seeker of the Way is extremely powerful in this kind of matchup. Collected Company remains very strong. I think Boon Satyr is still like my worst card. Collected Company is very strong because of the Clerics. And yeah, Seeker of the Way obviously quite strong. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit this. I think this is where I want to be. All right, this is a good hand. You know, we have Elvish Mystic, which isn't amazing here, but does accelerate to possibly turn 3 Collected Company with Seeker in play. And it's also, one thing is, you know, actually quite reasonable is that it blocks in this matchup. When you don't rely super heavily on Elvish Mystic to actually be able to cast a lot of your cards, you can use it more liberally as an actual creature in a matchup like this. So that's Searing Blood. That is rude and uncalled for. I've like never drawn a Den Protector, and so all these have always just been damage to my face. Except for, you know, the one game where I did draw Den Protector and I had to return one, then I just died to unblockability the next turn. So Elvish Mystic is good at that, giving your opponent targets for Searing Blood. Alright, so Brimaz is great in this matchup. Whoa, hasty. Getting a little hasty over there, don't you think? It's kind of a beatdown. So if he doesn't have Roast, it's going to be hard for him to deal with his Brimaz. I want to play Brimaz here, I think, over Raptor. Or, well, overplaying, like... I think it's better to play Brimaz here and like hope to draw an untapped land rather than play like Temple of Plenty and like not develop here, so I could play like one of these next turn. Getting the Brimaz in play right away I think is stronger overall. If I draw any untapped land, I can play Collected Company. So it is Goblins. All right. Well, I will give beatdowns with Brimaz and his buddy Cat. Trading for the Cat. All right. What have we here? Scry and see. Anything sweet? Yeah. No, nothing. Would like to scry, please. Can I, please? Please? Come on. Just want to resolve this. It's not a complicated effect. Excuse me. Hello. Well, I mean, I can understand Temple of Plenty's scry is just game breaking, and I can understand an opponent not wanting to face it. I'm gonna pause until it responds, so we don't just sit here at me staring at the screen, waiting to get priority. So I guess my opponent just conceded. So yeah, weird. I'm gonna jump into another game because that was. Yeah, it took no time at all and was kind of lame. So anyway, let's do one more.